I'm here. And you saw it last night. You saw everything. You saw the fireworks. Well, this is from last night's race. We're not talking about talking. We're talking about we get more in this in just a moment. But let's talk about NASCAR race and the post race, the fight between Johnny Logano and Danny Hennon. Not happy about each other. And we're gonna start this right now. It all started last night's race. Yesterday's race was a good. The sun came up and the sun went down, and the race started. There were a lot of beating and banging out there in Martinsville. It's short track racing, and I gotta say, what is going on between Jolly Logano and Danny Hamlin? Well, we saw this post race. We saw it after the race. Before that, there was contact that came off before Henning put Johnny the gun in the wall, and they made contact, and then the gun got spun out, and then after the race, it was mayhem of the making. It was mayhem, folks. I mean, Joe Logano and Danny Ham. Remember they had history in Bristol and California. Now here they are. Here they are last night in the post race show. They did the talking, and then Joe Logano snap and he hit Danny Henry and it slapped Danny Henry in the shoulder, and then Danny Henry came back right after Joe Logano walk away, and then Danny Henry about to pick a fight on him, and then Logano turned and all hell just broke loose at the end, and it's 10 in the morning. Some crew member of the Penske team of Joe Logano grabbed Danny Henry into the back shoving, pulling, and right straight to the ground. And then all hell just broke loose. The fight just broke out between two, including the two crew members. I mean, it's Panama out there. It's just a mess. And then Danny and look, Danny and Joey went at it again, and then crew members and NASCAR officials tried to break them up, and it's all but the damage has been done. And we almost know that things just happening in NASCAR and racing, and it's bland, bland, bland. They took a blame on somebody. The Roger Penson team took a blame on Hammy, and then Joe Gill said, "Well, we're not having this anytime anyway." But it's all about the plan, and it's all about drama here in NASCAR. Martinsville, we saw this millions of times, and it happens between the Penskes and the Gibbs, and then you just saw, man, what has happening, and then it's things going mad. It's just NASCAR. It's just hard racing, and people did try to maintain composers, and they lost the composers. But you gotta talk about NASCAR. You gotta talk about it right now. But right now, we had just hold the breaking news for today. One of the crew members of the Penske team had been suspended, and they don't want to talk. And they said they were going to talk about this for a long time. We're going to talk about this. And then action had been taken. The NASCARs take action between Joe Logano and Danny Hamlin. Okay, what what this sport is all about? What the sport's all about for this war here today? What's happening in the war here today? Drivers are taking a beating, banging, and making contact, and put all put one of the drivers in the wall, and then you just say, well, race is part of life. Rubber is a weapon, and just like Cold Trigger and Russ Wheeler going at Buddy Bones and Cold Trigger, and we saw it. They like Days of Thunder, and I mean, we saw it multiple times. I mean, looks like. But why in the hell did NASCAR ever do something like this for happening? Drivers in the post race show fighting against each other, fighting for possession, and then they at the post in the post race they fighting against each other, and NASCAR ain't having that. Watch the penalty lights. It is what it is. I mean, both drivers could have bad blood in their hands. It's all about hard racing going to more hill, but that is short top Martinsville. Drivers want to contact each other. Drivers want to punch each other in the mouth, just like Texas in 2014, just like Charlotte. And I gotta say this: whatever happens in racing is sport. It's a sport. They got 3 races to go, and that's it. Texas, Phoenix, and Homestead. But who gives a look? NASCAR is and NASCAR they ain't having that. It happened. I mean, all this time. I should watch here in Winston Salem at the Gary's Raceway. Well, what the hell? So now I say this and I said it before. This NASCAR stuff is happening, and it's all about heat. Well, everything gets heated sometimes. They get heated and they get frustrated, and yes. And we had told the breaking news of this race held today. So I gotta say this: the crew members, yes, we saw it. And the breaking news here, what we just heard about was pandemonium last night. Pandemonium last night, and for God's cars and temples already been flared all this time. All this time, the temples already been flared. And so, you know what? It is what it is. It's NASCAR racing. It's just a sport that it will happen every year and every time since Kansas about a week ago. And then last night. So we're going to see what's going on. And the NASCAR officials, here we go. The NASCAR officials penalizing the Team Penske crew members Monday for his role in a post-race scuffle between drivers Joey Logano and Denny Henry at Martinsville Speedway. Competitors, officials suspending competition, competition. Officials suspend Dave Nicholas Jr., a tire technical, for Logano's number 22 team for the next Monster Energy NASCAR Cup Series race for his role in an attraction after Sunday's fourth Daytona 500. He was fined in violation of selecting 12.8.1.c of the 2019 NASCAR Rulebook, a behavioral penalty that enjoins members to member confrontation with physical violence. Crew members for both organizations intervened after the post-race discussion between him and Logano, Tom Fezzik. The two drivers have been debating downsides of a late race collision when a shove from Logano escalated the fail on pit road. Video replays shows Nicholas grabbing the back of Henning's foul suit and pulling him to the ground. That is that is ridiculous. Nicholas was among the team pension team members calling to the NASCAR competitors in the Holler for the post-race concession Sunday. The others were Travis Gerson, Hanson's NASCAR competitor director, and Tom Gordon, crew chief for the number 22 Ford. They were drivers sworn into the Holler. NASCAR also handing out penalties to 4 teams that were found with one lug nut not safe and secure in a post-race check. Those teams each drew a $10,000 fine for their respective crew chiefs. Now, those teams and crew chiefs were lug nut infractions at Martinsville. Now, the number 12 team pension for Ryan Bailey Ron Blaney, she was Jamie Bellins. The number 17 Russ Franklin raced for Ricky Stenhouse Jr. She a crucial bomb panic. The number 18 was Joe Gaines racing total Keon Cobb, Kyle Busch, crucial Alex Stevens, and the number 24 was Hendrick Motorsports Cherry of Will Bella. So whoever said this, what has happened? I mean, Jolly started first, then Danahan started him back. Well, the points have been drawn for both of them. NASCAR won't allow it, but it did happen last night. So we just see what is going on, what has happened here, what's happening here in NASCAR. It's just not, it's just got ugly at the moment. The post race show, short track racing. I mean, Danahan and Jolly says Danny just got made contact with Danny Henry just made contact with Jolly Logano. Jolly is not happy about it, and they started going at it again. But I mean, that's just. I mean, we've seen this before, and don't give me one. I'm laughing about this. I'm laughing about. I'm just saying this. We see Jolly Logano. We see Danny Henry lose his temper. Bell and Kevin Harvick. And we see this all going out. I mean, going out and play just for real, but for real, folks, for real. I mean, they can't maintain composings. I had nothing to do with it. I mean, I watched NASCAR race. I mean, I just said, what damn, what damn. Joey Logano is not happy about it. I mean, sometimes it gets a lot of fights sometimes, and he says something mean to it. When Joey Logano But when John Logano is a driver, if he's John Logano, he comes out to you. He raced hard. He didn't race clean. He raced hard, just like last year at Martinsville. Temper's already been fair between, I mean, for sure, yes. And then you got Kyle Busch 2 years ago in Las Vegas when when Logano made contact with with Kyle Busch watching to John Logano start to opponents in him. And then you got the crew members kicking the Penske crew members, a Penske crew member of the team, kicking Kyle Busch in the forehead, make Kyle Busch bleed. So now it's just a little bit out of the question. But anyway, it's in question that Dave Nicholas Jr. and how he got suspended and how he got into Danny Hannon's back and the back of Danny Hammond, threw him into the damn ground. I mean, this is ridiculous. And how John Logano team crew member did it. When John Logano was trying to defend himself, then they say, let's say, told Logano, come on, let's fight. It happened. And they were grabbing each other, and the crew members got involved. His crew member got involved. Logano's crew member got involved. It's a mess. For sure. Yeah. And it says the NASCAR crew members, this whole stuff will take action. Every crew member, any crew member getting physical to the driver will be suspended. If everything happened to you about this a long time ago, it should have. Yes, it should have because the NASCAR crew members just got to change. It happens too. Yes, I know he is. I know his English is frustrated sometimes, probably. Yes, it is. It is very frustrating. But before that, Martin Truex Jr. they won the race with Denson. So this is a continuation. But look, you get if we make contact with the driver gets you mad and came out to confront you, and then things what happens for sure. But yes, and NASCAR had taken action for both drivers and including crew member. So now, what the hell? So anyway, now this one, now it's just for sure. But who gives it? Who gets down about that? Who gets down about Johnny Logano? And for sure, that's for sure. But I will also say that Danny had could have a bad temper in Gales. Could have a bad temper in Gales. Johnny Logano like a kid. Oh, I mean, look, I do, I do. One of the NASCAR drivers are car babies, and sometimes you just said, "Well, we just let the boys have at it." For sure, yes, for sure, but not next week, not every week, not any week. We saw it. Next week we're gonna go. They're gonna go to Texas, and we'll see what happens, and we'll see how it goes. It's all about. So anyway, what the hell? NASCAR draft drama. And yeah, that's for sure. That's what's happened. And Danny Hennig got to learn about that. I mean, you got crew members holding him back. They don't understand what this drama is all about. They don't understand how this thing is. They don't understand how NASCARs are. And it says Danny Hamlin understood Joey Logano waiting to talk about their contact at Martinsville Speedway, but said the team Pansy driver didn't get him internally enough, leading to an attraction. Hamlin and Logano exchanged words before Logano shoved him and turned to walk away. When Hamlin attempted to fire and reached for Logano, he was blocked by invaders from Team Pansy, and then the situation escalates. Hamlin ended up being pulled to the ground as team members from both sides were pushing and shoving. I understand coming over and talking to Daniel there and having a discussion with him, but everything was fine, explaining him. I think he didn't get me internally enough. So he says something and pokes a little bit, then runs away. So he could hide behind from his guys. He's just not that tough, and he won't stand face to face. That's just his style. Laguna admitted he should not have shoved Hammy, but however, the reigning series champion says what he held from Hammy was not an apology, as he was looking for after the two tap paint inside the final 45 laps of the full scale 500. Racing tight off turn 3 and 4, the two made door-to-door contact with Logano after also hitting the outside wall, aiming on after the incident, describing it as a product of the tight racing and getting tired off the corner. Now, Heyman called Logano's cut tire unfortunately, but not malicious. The two, Brad Keselowski was just beating the crap out of my rear bumper all day long, jacking me sideways, cutting me off. Heyman said, so I mean, it's just part of this whole thing. So you got to understand, I think he's got to understand not everything goes his way. I told him it was my fault. I came out the racetrack with big contact, obviously. The impact is his fault. We can have a discussion. I had a discussion with him over 2 or 3 times about him blocking me of what he is doing at Dover. That's the discussion that man had. but he handles it differently because he's the ultimate. Logano said, Danny is Danny, and call him a wallet at times when that happens. Logano believes he needs to be stronger than letting it get to him. So that's what Charlie looks talking about. I was frustrated about this situation, obviously, and I was really waiting to over there and talk to him and get his side of the story and move. What happened? He just said, I'll bring you up into the wall. Basically, Logano said it wasn't an apology as I was looking for, and that probably escalates the situation too much. I shouldn't have shoved him. That was. All the kids watching, that wasn't the best thing to do. But I was frustrated. Timbers are high. It's the playoffs. So that's what's happened. I don't think it was necessary. It was plenty of laps to go. Racing for the win. Coming off the last corner. All right, I get it. But man, don't really understand the situation or why he had to do that. As for the shove, I was mad, Logano admitted. I got French. I got fence. I would take that part back. That wasn't as professional as I should be. I wanted to have the conversation. Like I said, the answer he was giving me wasn't. I thought good enough. It made me more mad. So there you go. So what happened, folks? As the result, Logano got fence after after they going side by side, door to door, and then heading put Logano in the wall, and then before the race and after the race, it got very heated between Logano and Henry. All that all that crap has gone on and on for sure. But there will be more. There will be another short track coming in, but they're going to Texas. They're going to go on to Texas, and if it happens, they'll finish. And after finish, it will be Truex. It could be Logano. It could be Henry, or it could be Bush, Harvick, or even over the drivers we saw. Chase Elliott was out of it, but still in the playoffs. And the full championship will be on. Um, I don't know for sure. Yes, for sure. But look, they asked me this history between him and Laguna is far from over. You don't give a damn. You don't give a shit, and you don't ever, ever want to put that to the mat. Excuse my language. I'm sorry about it. But no way the Jose. I had never ever seen Jody Laguna and Danny Henry fighting in the post race, and including the crew members, including both teams. But I gotta say this: uh, the fight between him and a crew member, just and another team and a crew member of the Penske got suspended. Remember, another Penske crew member, Ted Copper's in Las Vegas, and forehead got and Copper's forehead got bleeding and he bleeding. But then it was. But when you get frustrated, go ahead and get frustrated. Keep the composers. And maintain composers. Don't maintain composers. Tell something about it. Do something about it. What has happened? NASCAR taking action. It happens. And sometimes you gotta go to the NASCAR hunter and say, what happened? Tell what's all about. Because this is all about NASCAR, folks. All about NASCAR. And you gotta say, we got to get about consumer melee. But this melee and this orders in the post race show it's just it's entertain those fans. They love it. And don't want to have this NASCAR fight in the post race. But for sure. Happening today, probably continuing wrestling, but not next week, not other week. That's all I got to say. Like me on Facebook, Thanks for watching on the Jesse Chris Show, and we'll see you tomorrow. Have a great day, everybody. Then don't forget, watch it live Monday through Friday.